What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, people, you guessed right today. Oh, yes, we got another banger for y'all, man. Check this out. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. I mean, the news just dropped today, people. Right now, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed once again. I mean, my goodness. Can somebody tell me what the hell is going on over there? It's ridiculous. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that because I have some things I gotta say. Your man right here on your screen, you should know by now, is the one and only Satya Nadella. Oh yes, people. He is wearing a PlayStation hat, by the way. You see, he loves us just as much as he loves the Xbox community. He loves everybody. Everybody gets an Xbox. I mean, I'm going to save this topic for the second half of the video because I will explain to you why I showed up today with a picture of Satya wearing a PlayStation hat. Okay? But we need to address the breaking news. So let's get right into it. I will be leaving the timestamps down below just in case I want to go ahead and do what I got to do. All right? Let's get right straight into this, people. Let me read you this. So, this is what they had to say. Dear players, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to our incredible fans and dedicated teams for your unwavering support since our announcement in September to further refine and polish Assassin's Creed Shadows. Since November, we've been thrilled to share our progress through gameplay overviews, and the overwhelming excitement has truly inspired us. Each week has brought valuable feedback from our community. While we've already made remarkable strides, we believe a few additional weeks are needed to implement that feedback and ensure an even more ambitious and engaging day one experience. Accordingly, the new release date is March 20, 2025. We remain committed to delivering a high-quality, immersive experience fostered by ongoing dialogue between our players and development teams. We know you're eager to learn more about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we're excited to share that more updates will be coming your way very soon. And there it is, people. That's what they had to tell us, right? That's what they told us. Okay? You know, they had to do the whole PR, put a statement out there. Yeah. But then we cross over here to Mr. Jeff Keighley, and he says Ubisoft today confirmed that leading advisors have been hired to look at transformational, strategic, and capitalistic options to extract the best value for stakeholders. Which one is it? What's going on here? This is what I need to understand. What the hell is going on here? You come out and give us that PR statement that they made you write. And then we switch over here and Mr. Jeff Keighley is telling us something else. So which one is it? Are you looking to sell? What's going on here? I cannot believe, and this is going back all the way since I started playing video games back in the 90s. Ubisoft. I cannot believe that this company is in the position that they're in right now. I would have never imagined this. You would have asked me this back then, I would have been like, Ubisoft? Yeah. And here we are, people. Here we are. Shout outs to Ubisoft. Now, let me tell you something. It's not like Ubisoft has bad IPs under them, because they have great IPs, and so many of them. But what Jeff Keighley is telling us here, I feel I'm taking it as that they're looking around trying to sell. Who's going to buy? Now, it's to be seen. I don't know if they're selling Assassin's Creed, like the franchise alone, or they trying to sell Ubisoft in its entirety. But the state that this company is in right now is very bad. It ain't looking good. They just shut down X Defiant. They said that they're no longer focusing on Watch Dogs. Here we have Assassin's Creed Shadows being delayed once again. What's going on? But let me show you. Remember, Sony had, and this was 3 years ago, right? This was I believe this was at the end of 2022 that this came out. That they had $10 billion left to spend on acquisitions through 2023. Oh, here it is. Remember that? And I think it was last year that they said it too. That they bumped that 10 bumped up last year, I believe it was, to like 11.5 or something, or 11 billion. Okay? Remember they said that. I think it was Hiroki Totoki that actually said it. Okay? From that 11 billion, now remember I just told you that the deal just went through for Kadokawa, January 7th. Now let me show you. This is how smart Sony is. I mean, my goodness. If Sony actually ends up buying Ubisoft, I am going to have a parade here in my house. Because it's not like Ubisoft has bad IPs under them. They have some great IPs under them. And you put that under the PlayStation umbrella, I mean, my goodness. But anyways, Sony only invested $318 million in the Kadokawa, becoming the largest shareholder in the company. But meanwhile, you saw the other side trying to act like, oh, they didn't have enough money to buy the whole company. They didn't want the whole company. For what? They just made a smart move. They became the largest shareholder. They hold the majority of the seats on that table. So now from that 11 billion, they now have, let's say, 10.5 billion. Their fiscal year ends on March of this year, March 31st, 2025. They got time. It's the year just started. The year just started. And they could go either way. If I'm Sony, I already got Ghost of Tsushima. I already got Ghost of Yotei. I don't know. Well, Assassin's Creed does different variations. They did Valhalla. They did the Origins. They did Odyssey. So it's not necessary. If they do acquire just the Assassin's Creed franchise, they're not acquiring, let's say, like another Ghost of Tsushima type of game. Just because this time is Shadows. They can go many directions with that franchise. So if they just happen to purchase Assassin's Creed franchise, it's okay. They could do that. And they can also acquire the entire company. Let's say Ubisoft sells it to them. They want 5 billion, 4 billion. Sony has the money to do it. This is why they said they put aside $11 billion for acquisitions. And here we are, people. Please don't let this happen. Because I am going to have a parade if it does. If Sony is actually thinking about doing this, I mean, and here goes Microsoft buying up ABK, a whole ABK, ZeniMax. I just showed you in one of my recent videos that they spent another 80 billion on an AI company trying to look into AI and all that, thinking that they're ahead of the game. They think they outsmarting everybody. Oh, yeah, it's by AI is the way to go now. We need that. Just like every other time they try to be innovative, try to be ahead of the game, they always mess up. They crash and burn every single time. Here they are spending another 80 billion. This just happened. January 3rd, 2025. That's when this article came out. This just happened. So what? They're going to turn around now and try to go buy Ubisoft too? Sony is in the perfect position right now. In the perfect position. If they buy Assassin's Creed, the franchise, I'm not against it. If they decide to buy Ubisoft, I'm definitely not against it. Do you know the amount of IPs that's under the Ubisoft umbrella? It goes back all the way to the 90s. Ubisoft is huge. They have so many IPs under them. And especially now in the state that they're in, can you imagine if Ubisoft is like, bruh, like just give us 4 billion and here's the company. I mean, Karakawa, Ubisoft, Housemarque, who else? It's crazy. Let's wait and see. I'm just throwing that idea out there. I want to see, we got to see what happens, right? Of course, we're going to have to wait and see, but I'm just putting it out there that if these people actually decide to sell, Sony is in position, people. Sony is in position. And what better company than Ubisoft to go ahead and purchase? Especially if it's 4 billion, 5 billion. That to me is a bargain to acquire a company like Ubisoft with all those IPs under them. For 4 billion? We ain't talking ZeniMax with Bethesda and Fallout and all them trash ass games they be throwing out. They think that their games are good. This is the thing about Xbox and especially Todd Howard. They think in their minds that their games are actually good, and the games are trash. In their minds, they think they're good. They're like, yo, this shit is the shit. But it's not. Ubisoft got some hits. There's a million ways PlayStation can go with all the IPs under Ubisoft. There's a million ways. So, if somebody just happened to be listening to this channel from Sony, if you just want to buy AC as the franchise, I'm good with that. If you want to buy Ubisoft, the company, I'm definitely good with that. Spend the 4 billion. You got 11 billion. You got money. Do it. You got to finish killing the competition. Don't let off. Keep your foot on their neck. Don't let off. It's game time. If you got to do it, do it. You made the smartest decision in not acquiring the entire company of Karakawa. That was one of the smartest things you did. Because look at where it led you. It's on a platter right now, Sony. It's on a platter. Go up in there and snatch it. That's it. Let's move on. Now, here it is, people. We got another breaking news this morning. As we all know, Xbox decided to give us the date for the next Developer Direct, and here it is, people. It will be held on January 23rd. It will be on a Thursday, January 23rd, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK. Okay? Oh, yes. Now, as you see here, okay, this is the image that they decided to go with. This is the marketing image. So what we see here, we see Doom, South of Midnight, Expedition 33, and the question mark. We're going to get to that question mark. But these are the three main games of this Developer Direct. Okay? Expedition 33 is a multi-plat. It's not an Xbox exclusive. Xbox doesn't even have marketing rights to this game. What the hell is it doing in this showcase? It makes no sense. I mean, you take a look at this. I hope I didn't lose that. I mean, did I lose it? Did I lose it? No, I didn't. I mean, you take a look at this. You have so many games under your umbrella. So many titles, as you see here on your screen, that you have announced already. Some going back 4 years, 7 months, 3 years, 6 months, 6 years, 6 months, 5 years. You could have picked anything. Pick one. Look how many games are on your screen. Just pick one. You decide to go and pick a multi-platform Expedition 33. What sense does that make? Somebody please answer me that question. I'm getting tired of these people. They can't get anything right. They cannot get anything right. Then we have Doom, The Dark Ages. That game, Doom, will be releasing, even though it's theirs, right? It's still going to be releasing on PlayStation 5 day one. And oh yes, it will be PS5 Pro enhanced, meaning that you will be playing the better version of your own game on my platform. I mean, what sense does that make? I don't understand. And here we have South of Midnight. Okay. Another game. Yeah, it looks good. I'm not hating. The game looks good. It looks good. I don't care to see much more about it, because they've been dropping little clips on social media and things like that. So we've been seeing a little bit of clips here and there as far as the gameplay. So we already know what the gameplay is already going to look like. Okay, we already know. All I want to know from this game is one simple thing. And I hope you address it at this Developer Direct. And that one thing is this game going to be 30 or 60 frames? That's all I want to know. I don't want to know anything else. The rest, I don't care about it. Just bring the game out already. I don't want to hear nothing else from these people. If they start off showing off the game and just say what it is either 30 or 60, after that, I don't even care to watch the rest of the information they're going to give us on this game. I don't care. Just bring the game out at this point. Is it 30 or is it 60? We will find out, people. Anyways, let me show you something. You know why I showed you Satya Nadella at the beginning of this video? Here we are, people. Oh, yes. Salute to everybody out there. Here we are. Here we are. Doom the Dark Ages. Developed by ID Software, Doom the Dark Ages is the prequel to the critically acclaimed Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal that tells the epic cinematic origin story of the Doom Slayer's rage. Ah, I mean, my goodness. They are going back in time. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, these games have been on PlayStation before. People know of the IP and things like that, right? That's not what this is about, though. You see, now this game is under the Microsoft umbrella. Okay? They've rebranded the entire company. Everything is an Xbox. It's like everything is new now. Like it's a totally different campaign. Everything is an Xbox. You could play over there, wherever you are, right? So now they're rebranding everything. Now they're going to come with Doom, bringing the prequel, because they know, even though y'all already seen this game over there, this is a whole new thing now. We want to reach totally new set of fans now. We want to let you know that this is Microsoft Studios now. It's a new beginning. We taking you back. Just like they're doing with Gears of War E-Day. It's a new beginning. We taking you back. PlayStation people, this is for you. Get to know our characters. This is Gears of War E-Day. Enjoy that on your PS5 Pro. Well, thank you, Mr. Satya Nadella. That's so kind of you. You've had this all along under your belt? Man, this game is awesome. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And you pro enhanced it too? I mean, my goodness. How could you? How about those people over there, the Series X guys? Oh, nah, they get in the game at 30 frames per second. I mean, my goodness. It's ridiculous. So now you have this game. You're going to have Gears of War E-Day, pro enhanced. And then we're going to have the almighty, the one and only, the Master Chief himself. They've rebranded, no longer 343. They are now Halo Studios, no longer with the old engine, out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, we're moving over to Unreal Engine 5, people. Oh, yes. Well, why are you doing that? Let me think. You see, with these two games, now with Doom, prequel, Gears of War, prequel, the next Halo game, we could safely assume that it will be a prequel because it's coming over. They have to get us PlayStation gamers up to date, introduce us to these characters. That's all this is about. Satya Nadella works for us. That's why I brought you that picture in the beginning. You see how this all comes together? That's why. It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. Anyways, now, keep in mind, these are the games that they're actually going to be talking about in the developer direct, okay? They might be talking about other games, but it's not going to be as big as these right here. If they do talk about other games, it might be like, independent, like indie games, things like that, right? But none bigger than these right here. This is what they're showcasing. And that's it. And the question mark, which your boy, the one and only, Mr. Aaron Greenberg himself. Oh, yes, people. He let it be known. A surprise unannounced game we hope you will enjoy along with the rest of the show. I mean, why are you trying to keep secrets here now? You were better off. Instead of putting that question mark for the fourth game, just put the damn game. Because now if you come out here and that fourth game is trash, we're going to have to come up in here again and get on you once again. I mean, my goodness. These people don't learn. From nothing. From nothing. These people don't learn absolutely nothing. Spending up all their money, doing whatever they want. They don't know what they're doing with their plans. I mean, I don't know. At this point, I don't even know what else to say. What are you going to wow us with, Aaron Greenberg? What's that fourth game that's going to make us get up out of our seats and be like, oh my goodness? What? You already showed us your roadmap. Where is it? You showed us your roadmap. What? You going to show us Elder Scrolls 6? That's what you're going to do? That's what you're going to do? You're going to come up in here and show Elder Scrolls 6 on a developer direct show. That's what you're going to do, right? You're trying to wow us. You're trying to keep us in suspense. An unannounced game. Well, what unannounced game? I don't get it. Well, you coming up in here with the new Halo game? That's what you're doing? What is it? I'm trying to think. Like, what could possibly an unannounced game that they're gonna make us go crazy for? I cannot think of one. I don't know. They gave us their whole roadmap. What unannounced game is there? He said unannounced. These were already announced. You get it? He said unannounced. The only thing I could think of is Halo. I don't know. I really don't understand these people. I really don't. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to end the video right here. That's all I had to say to y'all people today. Because on one hand, we have Sony, who's in a position, in such a great position right now with this news. I'm telling you, it's not that PR statement that they gave us, the fans. That's not what's going on here. That is not what's going on. What's going on is what Jeff Keighley said. That's what's really going on. Ubisoft is in shambles right now. They don't know what. You tell me. Right? You tell me. Didn't you feel like so secure that the game was going to come out next month? I felt like that. I was like, yo, I'm getting ready for AC Shadows. Like, shit is about to be crazy. I did not expect this news to come out. I didn't think that they would delay the game again. I didn't think that for one bit. That thought didn't cross my mind one time. I believe the game is done. The game is done. It's what Jeff Keighley is saying. Something is going on. So I don't know. But Sony's in the best position right now. They could go in there and scoop up Ubisoft like nothing. Ubisoft ain't gonna ask for much. They're in shambles. They don't know what to do. If I'm Sony, get up in there. Don't look at Ubisoft like if it's a bad, they're running the business to the ground. But it's not like their games, their IPs that they have are bad. It's the company itself. But they can do so much with those IPs. Especially with PlayStation Studios. So you, on one end, you have this going on. And on the other hand, you have Xbox. I mean, you see the difference here? So they're doing two totally different things. You let me know who's doing things right and who's doing things wrong. That's all I gotta say. It's your boy, the gifted one, baby. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm